Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7. So the daily races for next week have been announced as usual very early thanks to Nenkai. So in terms of what's up in store for you this week, you're going to be racing a SambaBus in a one-make race. No, you cannot use the engine swap for that one. And then we also have the Group 4 machines. They'll be running at Brands Hatch. It'll probably be a one-make Audi TT Cup race by the end of the week. I can certainly see it going that way. And then we also have the Group 3s yet again running at Dragon Trail with the Chicane of Death. I feel like this is the most overdone event in Gran Turismo history at this point, ever since GT Sport. But it is a fan favourite and it's very, very popular. So it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. So daily race A is going to be the Volkswagen SambaBus from 1962. You're going to be running at the Alsace test course reverse. So you are going to be going up the hill in these things. No, you cannot use the engine swap. It's BOP'd. And I'm going to assume the DR and SR is going to be turned off for this event. It kind of makes sense because this just seems to be more of a jump in and have a laugh kind of event in terms of what's in store for us. So yes, it could be a good bit of fun, but I don't see anyone really taking this one too seriously anyway. Well, you shouldn't. So yeah, I can definitely see cars trying to get up that hill and, you know, struggling about and people getting stuck up there, especially if they're kind of side by side and someone happens to kind of scrape into the side of you. More than likely you're going to get stuck or really, really struggle. So yeah, a bit more of a meme race, if anything. Very kind of much reminds me of the high speed ring and the Fiat 500s we had a couple of weeks ago in terms of just doing it for a laugh. So yeah, it should be an interesting race. It's going to be on the Comfort soft tyres. Like I said, it's BOP'd. It's a 5-lap event, so it's probably going to take a decent chunk of time to actually get done, bear in mind how slow the Samba buses are. So that is going to be your daily race A for next week. Let's move on next to daily race B, which is going to be the Group 4 cars at Brands Hatch GP. Again, this one's going to be another 5-lap event, this time on the racing medium tyres. Bit disappointed with this one, mainly because front wheel drive cars absolutely dominate at Brands Hatch GP. I mean, the last time we had this that I can really remember was a good 6 to 7 months ago, and we had it as a daily race C, in which the Suzuki Swift and the Renault Megane absolutely dominated. It seems to be the choice of front wheel drive car these days is the Audi TT Cup, and more than likely it will dominate the qualifying leaderboards and probably the races. So you may even see people just qualifying with the Audi and using something a bit different for the race. So expect those to basically flood the top 10 times and such. So I can definitely see this at the end of the week kind of breaking down into an Audi TT Cup one-make race, which is a bit of a shame because personally I really do like Brands Hatch GP. It just seems to be absolutely dominated by the front wheel drive cars currently in terms of, you know, the BOP and all that good stuff. So you won't need to pit here. Again, it's in its usual sprint format. I think Brands Hatch GP really does kind of suit that format. So it's not a case of the track being poor. It's just a case of the fact that the BOP seems to be kind of hit or miss at certain tracks. And this one's definitely more in favour of the front wheel drives. And then finally, we have the most overused combination in Gran Turismo history, except done in reverse. So this is Dragon Trail Seaside done in reverse. Obviously featuring the Chicane of Death, which everybody absolutely loves. So you'll probably see those videos absolutely littering your feed for the next 7 days or so from Monday onwards. So yeah, expect to see plenty of action from the Chicane of Death. That'll be absolutely everywhere. In terms of this, in all honesty, it only feels like 2 minutes ago that we had the Group 3s going the opposite way at Dragon Trail Seaside. Yeah, I think it must have been only maybe a month and a half tops, something like that. Again, look, I get it's a fan favourite, but it just seems massively overdone, especially when we're kind of going from a week of, you know, absolutely awesome, you know, Group 4s covered, Group 3s covered, and Group 2s covered, to basically just having what seems like some very kind of, you know, thrown in there events, with the most interesting and different one of the bunch being the SambaBus one. Again, for me, it just kind of comes down to the fact that Polyphony seems to massively favour specific tracks over others. You know, there's many awesome tracks in this game where they really could do some interesting races in terms of maybe weather and such, but we seem to be getting kind of like Lake Maggiore when we had that for 2 weeks in a row, or Dragon Trail at least, you know, kind of once a month. It's kind of like tradition at this point, whilst, you know, some of the great amazing tracks that are in the game that have differing times of day and weather and such basically just get not really a look in at all. So it is a massive shame. Feels like a very kind of straightforward string of events in terms of the daily races for the upcoming week, so I'm not expecting to be running these too much. I think they're kind of a bit done to death, or a bit kind of too, I guess, boring in the sense of the Group 4 event at Brands Hatch just becoming a one-make race, which, you know, we'll probably see as the week goes on. So there you have it. Those are your daily races for next week. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and that is going to be it from me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on so you don't miss an upload from me. I upload GT7 and motorsport content each and every day for your viewing pleasure. Thank you to my sponsors, the Controller People and Poggers, as well as my channel members and you guys that view each and every video every day. That is going to be it from me. I'll see you all later on, guys. Have a great day. Peace.